Hi guys, Alice Taylor here, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new Taylormade M2 driver for 2017. Okay guys, so Taylormade making the big thing about measurably different for this year, measurably better, and technology wise there's quite a change in this. The only way I'm really interested as to is it measurably better is how it performs. So I've done a little bit of testing first off to make sure this is set up properly. And I've gone to the 10.5 head, taken 2 degrees off it, taken it down to 8.5. So it's 4 degrees open, and I've got the Curricage Silver, a stiff shaft that I used in the M1 test that I did a few days ago. If you haven't watched the M1 test, watch that first, then you can compare these numbers at the end. But we're going to hit 6 balls, GC2. It's absolutely freezing down here at London Golf Academy today. But closed data on GC2 means that the machine doesn't feel it, just me. So certainly the footprint with M2 I think is very, very different to M1. Looks a lot bigger behind the golf ball. So off we go. Let's try and get 6 good solid ones. Maybe a tiny bit low off the face. Turning over a little bit. Still decent yardage from one that wasn't quite out the middle, 290. So first one, kind of okay. Would take that. Wasn't flush by any means. I mean, a big challenge I think for Taylormade this year is original M2 performs so well. It's trying to make this perform better. So shot number 2. A little bit more out the toe. Carry down, but we'll chase out. Should be low spin on that one. So again, not the best. I mean, they're not awful strikes by any means. These just slightly off centre. But I think the challenge Taylormade had last year is that I think because original M2 was so low spinning, it stopped guys from wanting to try M1. Certainly with the price difference. So in testing, I've probably noticed that M2 spins a little bit more than last year's model when I had it set up the same. So it's where the custom fit becomes so important, because I still hope I can get good numbers out of this having set myself up properly. Very bottomy. Was very, very bottomy. Again, not miles off the centre, but we'll look at the numbers at the end. I might take that one off because that, even though it was in play, probably wasn't a great strike and a fair reflection on the driver. Really good solid strike, tiny little draw. Really getting out there. 300 yards. And that was better. That was more like what I'm after. It's interesting. I mean, obviously the big thing on the sole here is geoacoustic. So it's about that geometry and the change the sound for this year. Personally, not sure that I love the sound of this year's model. I think for some guys it's definitely louder, so I think for some guys they'll really, really like that. But for me at the moment, having tested M1 and M2, I'm probably slightly favouring the sound and feel of M1. So last couple of shots. It's solid, if maybe a little bit towards the bottom. Out the middle, but a bit low on the face. 284. Again, okay, solid. And one final one, and then we'll have a look at some numbers. Let's see how the new M2, see how it performs. Might it be something going in my bag for 2017? Good strike. Again, just turning over a little bit more than I would like. Just over 290. Okay guys, so a couple of really good solid ones. 3 very, very okay. You know, definitely take them straight wise. 1 very low off the face, but let's go and look at numbers and see how M2 performs. Right guys, so look at the numbers there. Ball speed 158. I'm just going to take the third shot out because that was right off the bottom of the club face, launching phenomenally low. So these were 5 shots, 159 ball speed, which is good. Launching at 9.5, so maybe launching just a touch on the low side. Backspin 2,100, 200, so again very, very low spin. Probably hitting it maybe just a touch low in the face ideally, but with an average carry of 259 and 290 total. Pretty impressive numbers for the M2. Okay then guys, so we've looked at numbers, and generally speaking, I think M2 has performed very, very good. You know, some really, really good numbers there. But like I said, I think the custom fit process becomes really, really important, because certainly last year's model for me, 9.5 head, kind of take a bit of loft off, but I felt when I was testing this setup the same as last year's, felt like I hit it a lot more left. Now I don't know whether that's down to them taking weight kind of out of the toe at all, maybe making that driver perform a bit more closing through impact, but they have got the D-type driver as well, which is very much more aimed at trying to get that draw or less emphasis on the fade. But M2, is it measurably better than last year's? I don't know, and to be honest, I'm going to have to do a video comparing this year's and previous model just to see which one comes out on top. Did it still give me some very, very good numbers? Yes, undoubtedly. And from a pure numbers fitting perspective, that is something that could go in my bag. For me personally, didn't dislike the fact that it looks a bit bigger. Wasn't completely sold on the sound and the feel. But that is very, very personal, and that's where you guys have got to try the driver, see how it performs for yourself, and see if you love the looks and the feel, because that's also part of that fitting and buying experience for you guys. So all in all, Taylormade M2 2017 driver, it's good. Taylormade make great drivers, metalwoods, hybrids, all the products good nowadays, but you need to be fitted to make sure it's correct for you. Okay guys, as ever, thank you for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like and share it if you have. Please comment below and I'll try and get back to you. Follow me on the social media below, and if you don't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down there in the future. Stay in contact.